Hi, welcome to Virtual CB1A, and for this lesson, we are going to tackle some principles in teaching mathematics. So we will start with principle number one. While the ability to explain and solve a problem is evidence of good understanding of some mathematical ideas, teaching mathematics requires much more than these. So teaching mathematics does not only mean knowing how to explain or to show how a problem is worked out. So it is important that teachers also have a deep understanding of the principles and theories that are uh, commonly used in mathematics. So dapat interrelated kasi ang mathematics eh. So when you are teaching mathematics, make sure that you are also knowledgeable not just on the topic but also on the principles related on that topic. Okay? So, kaya tayo may mga prerequisites. For example, we are studying calculus. Pagdating nyo na, pagtuturo nyo, tapos halimbawa pumasok kayo sa senior high school, you will be teaching calculus kasi meron na silang pre-calculus and basic calculus. And aside from teaching basic calculus and pre-calculus, you have to have a knowledge of the ideas or principles related to calculus and basic calculus, kahit na ibang subject siya. For example, trigonometry. Trigonometry is widely used in the subject basic calculus. Another one, you have to have a deep understanding of how functions work. Dapat maganda yung foundation nyo sa advanced algebra, o kaya sa analytic geometry for you to be able to teach basic calculus and pre-calculus very well. Now let's talk about principle number two. Mathematics must be real to students, and therefore, mathematics teachers should be mindful of students' contexts when teaching mathematics. So kaya madalas meron tayong diagnostic test. So you have to know whether your students are equipped with the knowledge that are prerequisite in studying a certain subject. And also, dapat laging may application. So it should be real to students, and therefore mathematics teachers should be mindful of students' contexts when teaching mathematics. So hindi pwede na abstract sa inyo, medyo pwede kasi meron na kayong magandang foundation. But for beginner learners in mathematics, there should always be uh, an application, or there should always be some examples that they can relate sa totoong buhay, sa real life. Now let's continue with principle number three. Mathematics is best learned when students are actively engaged. So they shouldn't be passive learners when they are inside the mathematics classroom. So mas naiintindihan nila kung sila mismo yung nagsosolve or kasabay nyo sila during the process. If you still remember, nung hindi pa tayo nag nag-online class, nung physical classroom pa yung approach natin nung nandito pa kayo sa school, what we do is you solve the outline, each outline of the equation ng magkasama. Kayo ni Ruby Ann, si Abby, halinhinan kayo pagsasagot, 'di ba? So, it is important na hindi lang yung part ninyo, yung may intindihan ninyo, but also the process or procedures that was employed by the person before you. Dapat naiintindihan nyo yung buong flow nung pagkuha ng tamang sagot, pagkuha ng tamang solution. Pag ako lang yung nagsagot nun, hindi nyo ako maiintindihan kasi hindi kayo yung may first-hand experience. So, in mathematics, in teaching mathematics and learning mathematics, first-hand experience is very important. Hindi siya katulad ng ibang subject, English, Filipino, social science, na pwedeng makinig lang kayo, passive learner lang kayo, and then you will absorb everything. In mathematics, there should always be a practical application. Dapat kayo mismo yung nagsasagot. Okay? So, be mindful of that. Inside the mathematics classroom, you should make it a point that students are actively participating in class. Now let's go. Marami tayong techniques dito. Hindi siya sa inyo, kayo mismo yung nagsasagot sa board, syempre, kasi dadalawa naman kayo eh. But in a larger classroom setup, possible pa rin naman to. Now we have principle number 4. Mathematics can never be learned in an instant. Ay, teka, may dadagdag nga pala ako dito sa principle number 3. So, if you will take notice, napakarami ko kung magpagawa ng activity, di ba? Lagi kayo may practical. Kasi, pag math, ganun talaga. Hindi ko basta-basta mame-measure kung may natutunan talaga kayo sa akin or wala, unless magbibigay ako ng assessment. So, napakarami kong assessment na hindi pwede na isa lang. Hindi pwede na isa lang yung ipapagawa ko. Lagi tayong multiple. And then we have principle number 4. Mathematics can never be learned in an instant, but rather requires lots of work and the right attitude. So dito kasama na yung attitude towards the subject. So level of anxiety ng student. So more than just teaching mathematics, the teachers must be aware of how the student feels inside the classroom. If they are you have to be sensitive, you have to look at their facial expressions and read the cues on whether they are having difficulty on understanding the subject o kung okay lang. Kasi pag nagtuturo kayo, titingin kayo sa mga mukha nila, mababasa nyo naman yun, we are having some troubles dito sa part na to. I have to give another example. It is not enough that you just ask them. You have to be sensitive. Kasi minsan kapag ka tinanong mo sila, hindi man sila sasagot, hindi sila magsasabi ng totoo. So, you have to be patient. And sometimes, nagkakaroon tayo ng malaking problema kasi minsan ipinapasa ng mga teachers from lower levels yung mga students nila na hindi equipped ng mga necessary um, hindi sila equipped with the prerequisite knowledge para mag-handle ng higher math. So dito hindi mo siya maituturo kasi ang math ano yan, parang spiral yan. So magsisimula dun sa pinakamababa, maliit na principle, papalaki. So, kung hindi maganda yung foundation nila dun sa mga nauna nilang math, hindi talaga nila maiintindihan kung ano yung tinuturo mo. So, you have to be patient. If they are not equipped with the right knowledge to understand your subject, you have to go back to the basics. You have to make them understand kung ano yung hindi nila natutunan before. Ayan. Ayan. Principle number 5. All students, regardless of sex, culture, socioeconomic status, religion, and educational backgrounds, have the right to learn and be taught good and correct mathematics. So, inside the mathematics classroom, wala tayong discrimination. Ito lang naman yung inilalagay doon. So, everyone is entitled to be taught correct and accurate mathematics. Now, let's have principle number 6. Ayan. Assessment must be an integral part of mathematics instruction. Na-discuss ko na siya kanina dun sa part 4, principle 4. Assessment must be an integral part of mathematics instruction because um, the role of assessment in providing the teaching and learning process is very important. Hindi mo hindi mo makikita whether they really gained the knowledge from your instruction kung hindi mo sila i-assess. Hindi siya katulad ng ibang subject na pwedeng latter part na lang yung assessment. Dito, immediate lagi sa math. So, once you teach a certain topic, you have to give them an assessment agad-agad. Why? Kasi hindi pwedeng mag-move ka dun sa susunod na topic without making sure that the current topic was understood. Yan. So, hindi pwedeng, again, role ng assessment to verify whether they really understood the topic that you taught. And this is also your signal. Kapag ka maganda ang resulta ng assessment, pag naintindihan na nila, then you can move forward to the next topic. If it is not, hindi nila yan pwedeng balikan kung kailan lang nila gusto kasi ang math ay may order na sinusunod, magkakasunod siya, hindi katulad nung iba na pwedeng um, sanga-sanga. Sa math, hindi. Naka-order yan ng maayos. So, meron kang unang principle na matututunan, After nun, gagamitin mo yung principle na natutunan mo before, pag-intindi ng susunod na topic. So it is important to have an assessment. And aside from that, aside from checking whether they really understood it or not, this will also give the children or the student an opportunity to practice. Okay? Kasi ang math ay isang malaking P, practice, according to one of my teachers before. Ang key to developing good mathematical skill skills ay practice. Yan. So, on principle number 7, mathematics as a field continues to develop and evolve. Therefore, the teaching of it must keep up with developments in the field. Ayan. So, mathematics as a field continues to develop and evolve. Lagi tayong may mga natututunang bago sa mathematics. May bagong nauuso dun sa field ng mathematics. And therefore, your technique in teaching mathematics should always be kept up to date. For example, teaching statistics. Statistics is math as well. Lagi may bago dyan. Data analytics, data treatment, may bagong software na gagamitin. You have to modify your teaching skills or your lesson plan according to the trend. Hindi ka pwedeng maging passive sa mathematics classroom. Next, principle number 8. Technology plays an important role in teaching and learning mathematics. Mathematics learners must learn how to use and manage technological tools and resources as well. So, math, napakaraming software ang pwedeng gamitin, napakaraming calculator na available, napakaraming apps na pwedeng gamitin. So, technology must always be integrated with mathematics. Kasi ang technology, ang baseline din yan ay math. Yes, technology itself is inclined to mathematics. Yung mga algorithms na ginagamit natin sa mga cellphone, sa mga software, sa internet, lahat yan, ang foundation yan ay math. Okay, now let's go to principle number 9. Mathematics teachers must never stop learning. So, continuous ang pag-aaral ng mga mathematics teacher. Ako, in my personal experience, I always feel the need to change references every year. So, yung mga nagamit ko ng reference before, pwedeng yun na lang ulit yung gamitin ko the following year. But, I prefer to use another one kasi possibly may mga mas relevant na example, mas relevant na formulas, mas relevant na techniques na hindi available dun sa dati. Not necessarily mag-enroll ka or mag-aaral ka ng masters, ganyan-ganyan. But, you should make it a point na continuous yung development mo professionally by studying by yourself, yan, researching by yourself, o kaya attending seminars, attending free seminars. Sa ngayon, yun yung mga, pinakamadaling makuha, free seminars. And also, studying other techniques and technologies, other available materials na pwede mong i-integrate dun sa pagtuturo ng mathematics. So that will be the discussion of the 9 principles in mathematics teaching, and I will cut the video at this point, then we will continue. So thank you for listening and have a good day. Bye!